Hello students, today's class is about Gauss theorem. To understand Gauss theorem, we will learn first two things here. One is area vector and the other one is electric flux. Area vector, we know area of a surface. Suppose we have a 2D surface, say this paper becomes a 2D surface, it is called a plane surface. The area of this one will be equal to length into breadth. Now this does not have any direction, so we take it as scalar. Now this area vector will be equal to the area of the surface whose direction will be perpendicular to the plane of the figure. For example, the area of this paper you can easily calculate by multiplying length and breadth, and the direction of this area vector will be perpendicular to the plane of the paper. So it will be either protruding out of this paper or it will be going inside the plane of the paper. So magnitude combined with the direction of this plane will be equal to area vector. Usually we denote area vector by A, whose formula will be length cross breadth. And you know, if it is a cross product, it will have a direction whose direction will be perpendicular to the plane containing the length and breadth of the paper. Let's proceed now to area vector of 3D surface. 3D surface is also called closed surface. Area vector of a 3D surface will be equal to area of the total surface area of the closed surface, that is the figure that you will be having, and the direction will be always away from the surface, and we will not be taking the direction inside the surface like we used to take in a 2D surface. The direction could be anywhere. It could have been out of the surface, it could have been inside the surface, but in a 3D surface the direction will be always away from the surface. Let's proceed to understand electric flux now. It is nothing but number of electric field lines passing perpendicular to a plane surface. I'll give you a diagram here. Say this is a surface facing like this. If you have some electric field lines passing perpendicularly out of this plane, then what will be the electric flux for this one? Electric flux, usually denoted by phi E, will be equal to 3. This is how we find out electric flux. So it is like the density of electric field lines passing perpendicularly through the surface. Now the formula for electric flux is the dot product of electric field intensity and the area vector. If you want to write this in scalar, it will be EA cos theta. From this expression you can conclude that electric flux depends on the electric field intensity. It also depends on the area vector. The unit of electric flux, SI unit, will be equal to Newton meter square per coulomb. You can also derive this unit from the formula that you already have. This is all about a uniform field. What if you have a non-uniform electric field? The formula for electric flux will be equal to integration of d phi, because we cannot take the entire surface into consideration. We will have to divide this entire surface into small area vectors, and later we will calculate electric flux passing through the small area vectors, and then we are going to integrate everything. That will be equal to integration E dot dA, where dA is the small area vector that you are taking into consideration when you have a non-uniform electric field. Let's proceed now to state Gauss law or Gauss theorem. Gauss theorem the statement is that the net electric flux through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed by the surface. It means that you are given a 3D surface, say a sphere, okay? How much will be the electric flux through this sphere? That will be equal to electric flux, we denote this by phi, through a closed surface. How much will be the electric flux for a given closed surface? It will be 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by a surface. You have a sphere, say you have 2q amount of charge inside the sphere, okay? What will be the electric flux for this given sphere? It will be equal to 1 by epsilon naught times 2q. This is an example to make clear. We have stated Gauss theorem. Let us prove it now. To prove it, we will take a sphere inside which we have plus q charge enclosed. Now, we will take a small area vector dA. You can see it here, okay? And the direction will be away from the closed surface. In our case, the closed surface is a sphere. Now, the flux on this small area vector dA is given by d phi, because it is a small quantity, we take d phi is equal to E vector dot dA. Here we are taking a uniform electric field. Now, writing it in scalar form, EDA can be written as EDA cos theta. In our case, you can see here, in a closed surface, if it is uniform, electric field will be always directed radially outward. So if it is directed radially outward and the area vector is also directed away from the surface, they are in the same direction, so the angle between them will be equal to 0 degree. You know cos 0 is 1, so it is EDA. Now, the total electric flux, we have found out electric flux on the small area vector dA. Now we will find the total electric flux on the entire surface using the formula phi is equal to integral along the closed surface. You can see this symbol here. It means that we are integrating over the entire closed surface d phi. Rewrite d phi as EDA of the sphere. In our case, the closed surface is a sphere. Take E out because I've told you it is a uniform electric field. Integration dA. Now what is this integration dA? It is the total surface area of the surface, closed surface that we are taking. In our case, the closed surface is a sphere and the total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. Now, we will rewrite this E from the basic formula for electric field intensity. The formula for E is kq by r square, which we have already done when we were doing electric field intensity. Replace it here in the next step. Now, in the next step, in place of k, we will write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q 4 pi r square. When you cancel all this, you will get phi is equal to q by epsilon naught, which can be written as 1 by epsilon naught times q, which is nothing but Gauss theorem, which states that the total electric flux through the closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the surface.